maybe it's the HD. You know, usually when they have something in there with HD, maybe that's what it is, you know, because you have to look a different way for the big screen. But, you know, they ain't put on their big girl pants. They not ready for that. Like, they not ready for high definition like they think they are. Oh shit, I'm still talking. Hey guys, so I am back with another video, and this one is going to be a review on the new LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. And this is what the container looks like here. This is not completely new, but if you follow me on Instagram, then you know the shenanigans I went through with LA Girl getting my shit here. I ordered it like the day of or the day after it launched online, and then literally like I checked on it like a week and a half later or almost 2 weeks later. I'm really patient. I'm honestly really patient unless it's something that I've already had before, and then I'm kind of mad. But if I haven't had it before, I'm just like, we're gonna give them a little time because, you know, this is the launch. So I'm giving them some time. 2 weeks went by, then 2.5 weeks went by, and I was like, oh, nope, If you're not banking with Chase, you might be tripping, because Chase gave me back my money like the day that I reported the claim on it. And I always tend to I tend to buy stuff through PayPal, so that's another way that, you know, I can have proof of me purchasing something, because PayPal keeps a record of what you have. They link the shipping and all of that to your PayPal. So I think that's a good thing to have as well. People are scared of PayPal. I don't know why, but it works. It definitely works for me. But needless to say, I got my money back for it, and then like probably about 4 days later, after I made the initial post after being 3 weeks late, like that's when my LA Girl came. I just don't know where it was, like, and they never updated the tracking whatsoever. Never updated it. So I just didn't know where it was. So I got my money back and I got free product. We cool? We cool. Okay, so let me give you the claims on this here foundation. Besides it saying that, you know, it's matte. It says on their site, which the product is $10. It says with a soft and suede-like finish, soft and suede, the Pro Matte Foundation will have you covered and shine-free all day. Creamy liquid foundation provides smooth and buildable coverage for both day and nighttime wear. Minimize the appear of pores and fine lines for an even soft focus effect. I like the fact that they said soft focus, because when I think of soft focus, I think of like a filter finish. You know what I'm saying? You want to look like your Photoshop. So that's what I think when I see those words together. Paraben-free formula with added vitamin E, B5, and sunflower oil. So it doesn't say it's oil free, okay? At least it doesn't say that. But you know, hey, we're gonna figure this out. It says you can apply with a sponge or a brush. It's all in your preference when it comes to makeup. Don't be like put into a box of how you should do your makeup, okay? Wait a second. Okay, I'm just making sure they, you know, something was the same on the box. This is 1 fluid ounce, and this is, like I said, it's $10. Unlike the Jouer foundation that I, you know, have obviously be getting my money back. This I've already kind of pumped. I've actually pumped 2 full pumps, which looks like a extreme lot of foundation. Whenever you're figuring out a foundation shade, and if it's like within hand's reach, I tend to always just kind of like keep an eye out of what like my best foundation color looks like. And if it looks very close to the foundation shade that I normally wear, or the majority of the foundation shades that I wear, then I know like, okay, this is gonna be pretty good. But this one right here looks a little bit lighter, and the other one that I had was, I believe, let me see, I have caramel, I did buy Cafe, but Cafe it looked a little off. I wouldn't say that it was darker in a sense, but it looked a little off. So I don't know if it was I think it was a little bit red. I think it was a little bit red, but this one looks more on the yellow side. I tend to like neutral foundation, but if I have to, I'll choose a yellow foundation over a red foundation. I've also listed down below somewhere in the description bar my foundation matches, or the foundations that I really tend to like go for, or the ones that are my favorites, all that shenanigans. LA Girl says that you can also purchase these foundations on their site. What did I do with my brush? You can purchase LA Girl from CVS Pharmacy, and if you guys want me to kind of go over how I like get free makeup from like drugstores and stuff like that, like CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid, but mainly CVS, make sure that you give me a thumbs up on this video. But what I would suggest, if you have a CVS near you and you might have the shade at that particular store, because my store is pretty small and so they don't always carry like lower end brands colors in my shade, like, you know, LA Girls, LA Colors, Wet n Wild. Your store is bigger, I would suggest definitely getting signed up for CVS. And many of your makeup brands, they tend to give you money back for spending money on beauty brands. Like for instance, like last week I believe they had a deal on e.l.f. Cosmetics where you purchase basically anything from e.l.f. Cosmetics, totaling about $12 or $13. I'm talking about $13 before you use coupons or anything like that. Well, after you use coupons, well, it's always a little different, so you have to pay attention to things like that. But if you spent about $12 or $13 up on e.l.f. Cosmetics, you got $5 back to spend on anything in CVS that you want to spend it on. So I would look out for things like that. Definitely sign up for the CVS app, and every week, you know, you can just scroll through like the weekly ads and figure out what you can buy and what you can get money on. If you have any questions about that, definitely give me a thumbs up or leave me some questions down below and I will definitely answer that for you. I'm using the Ultimate blending brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics because that is what has been like my favorite brush to use lately. Oh wow, like when I pressed into it, it looked like it got lighter. So I've already primed my face, so let's go. So we can already tell like it kind of looks a little light, but you know what I'm saying, if it's too light, like I will work with it. You guys know that I like darker foundations though, but I'll work with it and try to kind of correct it as far as the perimeter of my face. It isn't too bad out, but it is definitely yellow. It's not as yellow as I'm seeing on my screen, but in person it is definitely a little light for my taste. Yeah, it's definitely yellow, and let me add some more, because before I say what I want to say, it's not full coverage and I don't believe it's medium coverage. It's definitely not. I don't feel like it is spreading evenly at all. I have used all of those two pumps to apply to my face, and like, maybe I'm gonna say it like this, maybe my maybe it's like it doesn't feel matte and it doesn't look matte. Like it looks like it says like a soft matte, but like I have this really cakey look to it. even with, you know, always using, you know, the same primers that I use all the time, like it definitely never looks like this. I'm gonna go in with another pump and a half, and I'm gonna use a beauty blender to possibly finish off my face, and also like kind of, you know, bring some moisture to it, since my beauty blender is wet. But it's definitely, it's not going on like anything beautiful. Like it's looking very uneven. It's looking very cakey. But for the most part, it's definitely uneven, and it's definitely like a medium or light medium coverage for me. Like for me, it's definitely different with me because I have my acne marks and I want them to be covered. And I think anything that's full coverage is going to cover up all of my acne marks, or really damn close to it. But this is definitely not like covering them up like I want it to. It's definitely taking an extra coat. It's a soft matte. It's definitely a soft matte. It feels very, very comfortable, very breathable. It's definitely, it still looks kind of cakey. And it's really weird explaining that it's soft, a soft matte, but yet it still looks kind of cakey. Okay, in like one of my mirrors, like I feel like, you know, this is, you know, a foundation that I can really get away with, you know, just fix it up, bronze and contour and highlight and contour and all that with, you know, my other stuff, and it'll work fine. It does still, like I said, it does kind of give off a ton of yellow, but it's like I said, it's really not, you know, too overbearing, and I can definitely fix it up. I definitely feel like you guys know that I always use two kind of primers to like balance those two primers out and make sure that like my foundation goes on super smooth. I think I shouldn't use one of them, and that's the Becca Ever Matte, because I think it might be too matte for this foundation. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's really, really weird. Ooh, I'm still not. It's really weird, the foundation. It just kind of looked cakey. It didn't feel cakey. It just looked cakey. And I definitely feel like I can't use my my brush with it because it just was not going on even at all. I'm just adding some more to like the perimeter of my face, even though I'm still going to go over it with a darker foundation or a little bit of my powder. I'm just going to go over the edges as well, so that it marries with the other color that I put on. But like I said, it's definitely not, I don't even really completely believe it's a medium coverage foundation either. And I'm not going to say it's not, but it's not for me having dark spots, a medium coverage. I think I've had better, I know I've had better medium coverage foundations. But ultimately, like I said, I do believe that you're going to have to use like a wet sponge to get like a better application to it, because my brush just was not, it wasn't streaking, but it was like the brush was picking up the foundation and placing it somewhere else. So the coating, it just was not even for me. But it's very lightweight. I just feel like it's a little bit too yellow for me, or too much of like so close to my color. Because you guys know, like, I like it to be a little bit darker. than myself, because I believe like me having a darker foundation after all the highlighting and the contouring, like the color just ends up being super perfect, you know what I'm saying, versus if I have to highlight and over contour, then I kind of might be a little bit off, you know what I'm saying. It's you know, it's always hard to explain things. I'm not the best explainer when it comes to things. I don't even know why y'all watch my reviews. But it's not bad off. Let me take this flashback picture that everybody wants to talk about. Let's see, because everybody was like they were casket sharp. Let's see. Honey, I'm so embarrassed because in person I look so even coated. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to put this in the video. Like I legit, like, and I need to remember to put this in the video. Oh my God. You are legit gonna be casket sharp. Like honey, I can't even finish this video. I can't even finish this video, LA girl, baby. Y'all played your girl. Like, I don't know what y'all got in this foundation, but your girl is really casket sharp. Like, I should not look like that in the beginning stages. I thought some people was lying too. I thought it was all that powder that they always use, but they for real. They for real, y'all. I look so even coated right now. I got to wipe this out, baby. I can't even go out in the world like this. No sir, y'all will not play me. Y'all will. I got to wipe this out. Like, they not gonna play me today. Like, I'm not gonna go out in the world and do this to myself. Honey, I'll be back. Alright guys, so y'all not even with that fake shit, nothing like that. If I don't like it, I don't like it. And that foundation was horrific. Like, I wanted it to work and I wanted to try and make it work, you know, by adding like contour and highlighting and all that. But when it came down to having that flashback like it did, that's a no-go. And I ain't about wasting my product or all my other stuff trying to make something work, and I'ma still end up, you know, giving you that ghost face. I ain't had ghost face in some time. So if I'm already prepared to have ghost face, like, nah, we not gonna go out here in this world, because, you know, I got a standard to live up to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like perfect or anything like that. I ain't always going out here looking bomb, but when I have my makeup on, like, I need to make sure that, you know, I'm still booking people to get this makeup did and not out here looking a hot funky ass mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, oh no. Don't y'all even beg them people to create more shades. Let them stick to what they know. And if all they know is them concealers, let us keep the concealers rolling, okay? Just keep them concealers rolling. We can use them concealers as foundation if y'all really want some matte foundation. Just use the concealers. Don't go and buy this so-called foundation that probably only, you know, doesn't give flashback on, you know what I'm saying, our lighter tone sisters. You know what I'm saying? Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't beg them people. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, alright? Keep the concealers rolling, alright? Keep them concealers rolling. But it's a no-go for me. It's a no-go for me. And I'm so freaking pumped that I didn't pay nothing for it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's ooh, honey. Nah, we good. We good, LA girl. We good up on them foundations. Keep your foundations. Just throw the whole foundation away. Throw all the dark girl colors away. We don't want it. We don't want it. I'm speaking for y'all. This that one time that I'm like, nah, boo, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Because if you do it, it's on you. You're like, you played the fool. You played the fool. You heard it from me. It's a no. No. It's a no. No. Alright? So, that is my video up on the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. Yeah. Keep your high definition, LA girl. It ain't working for me. Deuces.